We now move to the 10-minute rule motion. 10-minute rule motion, Manuela Pertegala.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I beg to move that leave be given to bring in a bill to make provision about a cap on political donations, to make provision for a review to recommend the level at which such a cap should be set, and to consider the impact of such a cap, to make provision about political donations made by foreign nationals through companies and for connected purposes. This is a bill that will take big money out of British politics, protect our democracy from foreign interference, and restore public trust in our electoral system. For too long, our politics have been exposed. It is far too easy for those who do not have the national interests of our country at heart, who have made their wealth through illicit means, to funnel money into British politics. This bill is simple in its aims, to ensure that it is the people of this country, not the deep pockets of foreign billionaires, oligarchs or corporate interests, who decide our country's future in elections and referendums. Madam Deputy Speaker, trust in our political system is faltering. Many people look at our politics and they see a system rigged in favour of the rich and powerful. A recent poll by YouGov found that over 2/3 of the British public supports a limit on political donations. Not-for-profit organisations such as Unlock Democracy, Spotlight on Corruption and Fair Vote recommend swift action to tighten electoral finance legislation, or else risk democratic backsliding. The message is clear. People want change. We want big money kicked out of politics. Yet, under our current system, there is no limit on what a single individual or business can donate. This is not democracy. This is a bidding war for influence, ripe for exploitation by oligarchs and foreign billionaires. Look at the mess this has resulted in. Just over a month ago, people across Britain recoiled in horror to read the news that US billionaire Elon Musk planned to donate an uncapped amount of money to reform. If he were to follow through on this plan, we would be powerless to stop him. And most alarming were past donations to the Conservative Party by individuals linked to the Russian government. This isn't just about fairness, it's about national security. Britain has long prided itself on being a beacon of democracy, but we must not be complacent. Our political financial regulations have glaring loopholes that are open for exploitation by foreign money, funneled through UK-registered companies, opaque financial networks, and questionable donors. Malign actors who do not share our values of tolerance, liberty, and the rule of law should not have unrestricted access to our democracy. We know that hostile states seek to undermine democracies all the time. We have seen it in cyber attacks and disinformation campaigns. Yet, our political finance laws remain riddled with loopholes that allow foreign and dark money to shape British politics. This bill seeks to close those gaps, ensuring that our elections and referendums belong to the voters, not foreign interests. Madam Deputy Speaker, this bill seeks to deliver two fair, necessary and overdue changes. First, it will introduce a fair cap on political donations as determined by a review. Second, it will close British politics to the influence of foreign money by preventing foreign donors from funding our politics. These are essential measures that must be brought into effect. We must protect our elections from manipulation and ensure further transparency in political funding. In doing so, we will help to restore faith in our democracy and introduce vital safeguards for our political institutions. There is already a consensus in this House that foreign donations have no place in British politics, but there are gaps in the law that allow this to happen. We must act now to close the legal loopholes that allow them to flow unchecked. We in this House have a responsibility to uphold the integrity of our democracy. It is our duty to drive the change our country needs. Madam Deputy Speaker, Britain has always been a nation that stands for fairness, democracy and integrity. It is time we take a firm stand against undue influence in our politics and ensure that our democracy serves the people. This bill is not radical. It is reasonable, necessary, and long overdue. It will ensure that political influence isn't bought, but earned through genuine public support. Introducing a cap on political donations isn't about limiting participation. It's about making sure that every vote, every voice, and every citizen matters equally in our political system. Let us give back control of British politics to our constituents, not to unaccountable tech billionaires or those who seek to buy influence. Let us renew our commitment to an open and fair democracy, one that belongs to the people of this country, now and for generations to come. Thank you.
The question is that the honourable member have leave to bring in the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. Of the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Who will prepare and bring in the bill?
Thank you. Dr. Rose Savage, Ellie Chowns, Liz Jarvis, Socha Eastwood, James McCleary, Claire Young, Mr. Alistair Carmichael, Vera Hobhouse, Sarah Olney, Martin Wrigley, and myself, Madam Deputy Speaker.
Manuela Pertigella.
Political Donations Bill.
Second reading what day?
16th of May.
The 16th of May.